can it be? Showing up with Tony T, yes, Ramon SEO. To the double TV funnel in these bookies like 1, 2, 3. They tapping out and we cashing out. It's plain to see. The morning steam is the A-team, Mr. T. And I pity the fools who can't hang. Coming with real game is sort of a freight train. It's been reported bank rolls are easy to maintain. So get situated and listen to the picks. And it goes a little something like this.
And a pleasant good morning to you from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is Ramon Scott, and welcome to the Morning Steam for Tuesday, May the 7th. And the steam has just been rolling in here. I'm pretending like I'm really busy making sure that we get the latest steam moves in here. Really, I'm kind of serious as information's kind of rolling in here right at the top of the hour as we get rolling. Talk about what happened yesterday as well with the great games, and how did you do yesterday in the NBA? We won both of our plays here on the show, so maybe we could try to get them here again and maybe get them in the premiums. We, of course, had the Pacers to get the money there, and also, of course, the Timberwolves. Wow, the Timberwolves, are they going to win the NBA title? Am I going to get lucky here? Interesting games yesterday. And of course, how about Boston really pounding it to Florida? Florida didn't stand a chance there. So a stunner in the NHL. We got 2 games tonight in the NBA and the NHL. How'd it go for you guys? On the baseball card as well yesterday, Ohtani, another home run. Padres won yesterday as Darvish came back and looked pretty good. Also, we had some winners here yesterday on the show as well, here on the show and the videos. So get rolling here. I want to say hello to everybody coming in. We got Champions League soccer. If you guys want to start with that, just get it. I don't want to say get it out of the way, but we got the big game today, leg 2. Let me see who's here and get going here and see what everybody's talking about. Thanks for coming in. And things just popping off around here. I'm watching. We had a delay. We had tennis today so far. I'm watching some Chinese basketball. Let's see. Here we go. I'm ready to start now. I see you guys. All right. Just getting situated. And Robert Martin was here first to open the doors. Hello and thank you. And here comes Lewis. He says he had a nice day. He's got some money bags yesterday. And we had some premium pick winners in the major leagues. I had the under in the Giants and the Phillies game. I had the under with the Tigers and the Guardians. Had the over with the White Sox and the Rays. Also had some winners here on the show, of course. We had the Kansas City Royals yesterday. We had Tampa Bay on the run line here on the show. We had the Guardians, of course, with McKenzie yesterday. Dodgers rolled the money line. So, yeah, I guess there were a few winners yesterday for Lewis and for us. Justin's here. And looks, a 1K protection firm's back. Great to have 1K protection firm. Dre is here today. Maybe we talk about the big, we got the Nats and the Orioles, and not to slight the Nats right now. They're doing okay. They're a money-making team, right? So that's what we like about our Nats, and the Orioles, well, they're our winning team. So we'll talk about the big game today. That one big game. There's some other nice games today. Like and subscribe. Brent Cook is here. Howard Hogan. Good morning, my babies. Here's Jeff. And ready to talk a little NBA with what happened last night. Jamal Murray, is he washed up or something? What's going on? Just too many athletes, too much defense. No Gobert, no problem. As Minnesota rolls, and all of a sudden I'm feeling pretty good about the situation. I did call for an over in the game as a premium, but nonetheless. All right, Brent says Panthers are in trouble here after what he saw yesterday against the Bruins. Panthers, no answer. Panther answer. Let's get rolling. Let's get rolling because we've got winners here. Okay. R. Tom's here this morning. Thank you. Solo is here. And just want to catch up here, get it rolling. Doubles is here. Uh-oh, we've got rain in Chicago. Does that change things a little bit? We'll see. 6-0's here. And Jeff, I guess, can we talk about the soccer match first? Is everybody okay with that? Get it started here. We don't want to slide it, but Jeff's ready to go. And, maybe because they're at home, maybe, Jeff. I mean, I even made a graphic for the game, so maybe we'll have a graphic for the game. Uh-oh, I might have lost the graphic. All right. Well, we know the matchup here. Borussia Dortmund going up against Paris Saint-Germain. In leg 2, it's 1-0 Dortmund right now. The game moves back to PSG. I think what Jeff is possibly alluding to here is that this is the point where PSG always loses. Oh, here we go. I'm sorry about that. Okay, I've got it on the Asian handicap here. Paris Saint-Germain minus a goal and a quarter and 3.5 under 20. So if you've got a pick, you can go ahead, or I can come in with a pick here as well. But this is the point where PSG, whenever they've tried to win big trophy like this, they always lose at this stage. They're favored to win here. Obviously, they could, it's 1-0 right now in the head-to-head. And, 1K protection, I know I'm all over the place here. I'm just going through the comments too, but talking about, we talked about Baby Jordan, but it was actually Brunson that ends up with the 44 consecutive 40-point games to match Jordan. So we've got kind of two historic players. When you see players doing historic things, sometimes those are teams to ride. I know we're on a collision course in the East here. And JD, there it is. There's a play on that. That's on the soccer match there, it looks like. Doubles, maybe saying PSG on a bounce back here, or maybe that's why. Maybe Doubles is explaining why they could be favored here, because he says he has no premium. So looks like we've got JD on the under here in this one. And I think I'm going to take Dortmund. I think they can, hang in here. I mean, I'm getting a goal and a quarter. Maybe I'll buy it up to a goal and a half. And if they lose the game, 1-0, 2-1, we'll be home. So maybe I'll just grab a little bit of Dortmund here as my pick and doubles, and we'll have a little challenge here in this one. And this would be a gigantic moment, for PSG, if they could do this here. And this one, he says he will play the handicap here with me. Okay, so yeah, I mean, this is a point of the, where for PSG they always ending up short right here at this stage. And I'll go ahead and take Dortmund. Maybe they can just hang on and get a tie. The total's 3.5. So maybe it'll be 2-1. But man, that's a lot of goals for a Dortmund team that goes under in practically every game so far. I think they're like one in how many games have there been? 5 or 6, 7? They're under in every game but one, I'm pretty sure, for Dortmund. Um, there's some, hey, there are better soccer cappers out there. I'm just watching the games and I'm coming in with, my experience watching the Champions League all these years. So Chad's here and ready to go. So let's go with the other sports. 60 wants to go with the under 3.5 as well. And I'll roll here with Dortmund as my play. You guys are going with the under, so that's pretty good. That looks pretty much, I don't know, we got 2 people on it. That's the consensus. And gosh, am I the only one on Dortmund, or is it just me and Doubles playing the side? But I'll just think it's going to be, maybe Dortmund with their low scoring, prowess here. Now they are on the road, so maybe PSG can find a second goal, I guess, because it obviously is not supposed to be 1-0. So they better make it 2-1 somehow. So they're, PSG is going to need a second goal here in this game. They're going to need it 2-1. So, all right, I would imagine Sancho. All right, here's Fernando. There we go. We just had to hang out. Let's see, what everybody's saying. Hey, there you go. There it is. There's the reasons why. So set me straight here. I think I'm already committed. So I'm taking Dortmund. I think they can hang on and get a tie out of this. I'll take the handicap in this one. But the way Dortmund plays, it feels like, okay, I see it. Dortmund loses the games, but is it going to be 2-0? Is it going to be 3-1? Well, so, okay. Let's move on. Let's go to Tony. I got to go to Tony'sPicks.com, you guys, and see who did well over there. I was able to find a third straight winning day. That's what I do. Sometimes I do that. I just go start, I've had a little bit of a rough patch, and then I go on winning, but I don't really have the monster days like I'm used to. So let me go over, though, and just see who's hot and get ready to roll the packages today. I'm going to have a pick in the Champions League as part of my 5-pack today. I don't have it up just yet, but I do have 4 picks up and available over at Tony'sPicks.com for the action today. Let's take a look and see Proby again. Remember what I said. You always get a great card with Proby. You get heavy volume. So if you're just looking to, and I'm that way. I mean, I give out my best picks here at Tony'sPicks.com, and then my second best picks are, on the videos with Tony and on here with you. And then the, other picks, that's ones that maybe just throwing a little in pocket. With Proby, I can get all that. I can pick and choose, go with my best plays. With Proby, I'll highlight him today with another good day on top of the handicapper leaderboards. Saw Steve Duncan had a great day in hockey yesterday and a great day overall. 67% here, up 3 units. OG Cappers VIP, another perfect day. Ron Hahn, there he is, another good day. Tony T, I've been talking about it, continues to roll right now. Tony has been on a roll here over the last 30 plus days, really. It's been hot really lately, but his results have been stretched out as well. EPA Sports Hoops are there, 75%. Jerry Lewis, Nick Lagaretos, Tiffany Mance, Tim Irwin, Daniel Woloschuk, Mindy Hahn, 2 old ladies that bet consensus wins their play, Ruben Marlborough, and there I am. I'm there. And also Butterscotch and Doubles. We're picking it up. 17 cappers in the profit, and we'll take it, right, guys? Doubles was here, and Butterscotch, if you're out there, we'll just grab a couple of dogs and head out to Wrigley Field with our $122 here, I think that is, and hang out and have some but have some Budweisers and some beers at Wrigley Field with the Padres and the Cubs with butterscotch and doubles. Wouldn't that be a great time? As I'm a Cubs fan and a Bud man. I'm a Padres fan, but just wanted to say that after the great Harry Carey. Head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all premium pick packages, including mine. I don't have my day package up yet because I was going to see what you guys were going to do with that Champions League game. I wanted to get your guys' input. Now I'm scared, but because of what you guys said, let me see our cappers, and I'm over there as well with my picks. Grab my premium package over there today, or any of our cappers, and use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all premium pick packages. Speaking of the DMV game today, Dre, got some apparently some steam rolling in here right now on the over in the game. I wasn't. I don't know about that, but right now it looks like the total's moving higher. Baltimore and Washington today, just now. It was 8, and we're seeing 8.5. So popping up all over the place. Even a little bit of juice here at Bet Online. 8.5 over 15. Also at Bovada, you can still get 8 over 20, maybe at a few spots if you hurry. If you're interested in that over here, if you want the under, just hang tight. I'll have to look into that here real quick. All right. There are my packages over there, and I'll have those individual packs. You can use the promo code TonyT at checkout every time to save 20%. We won't go too deep into it since I didn't have the package ready, but I do have 4 plays up there right now. For the long-term packages, and they'll be in a package here as well as I try to continue my 3-day winning streak. All right. Let's see here. What else did we have? Any more soccer here, maybe? What Fernando was saying about the game. 2-1 here to make it 2-2. Darren's here. And, yep, I guess if it gets rained out, then at least we'll have our beer, right? We'll have the beer. We'll have the dogs. And, we'll just make a day of it. Want to see what that actual forecast is. I thought, I don't know, what do you guys got? I'd see you saying rain, but looks like it could clear by game time. Wind blowing straight out to center field today, 11 to 12 miles an hour, and temperatures in the mid 60s here today in Wrigley. So let me know. And Fernando with a prop in the soccer match. Gerardo's here. We just talked the football match, and we're getting ready to roll here with the rest of the card now, I think. But again, you guys are. I'm taking Dortmund to hang in there and not lose. Well, I don't want them to lose by 1. I mean, I'm taking them on the 1.25, so would lose part of the bet, but maybe they can just hang in there and get a tie out of it. That'd be big. Paris Saint-Germain, they never win at this point. At this point of the Champions League, usually, and Dortmund got that 1-0 lead at home, but are on the road here. And well, we saw what they were saying about it and talking about the PSG and how good they've looked, and Dortmund kind of having some losses here against elite competition. Okay, man, the steam was coming in. It was flying in here as I was heading on to get on, and that's why I was late. No excuses. Let's get over to the basketball after yesterday. All right. And we're starting off with game 1. No, not game 1, but we're starting off with the first game, and it's a game 2. But we're going in order of the games. So Cavaliers and the Celtics here. We saw what happened in game 1, and coming here to game 2. I wanted to think that Cleveland, stepping. You got Boston having to step up in in competition. Cleveland's had a pretty fine season. Yeah, they've had injuries here and there. They've, certainly done their share of covering here and there. And, well, I've been, kind of on that, hey, Boston can't stand success. They'll eventually cave in and not show any moxie. Well, it just seems like at this point, it's just a little bit too much for them, for anybody to handle. It feels like at this point, because Boston, these blowouts just continue to happen right now. Yeah, there was one game where they were a little off against the Heat, right? And you can attribute that to the first game where the Heat were able to do the adjustments here. But then because of the Heat, weak lineup and everything, I know we had that deal with Jimmy Butler yesterday, but uh, just feels like right now, and Allen questionable in this game. He's a pretty key factor. Does still feel high for a playoff game of this caliber in the second round, but I don't want to, go with Cleveland at this point here, you guys. So I don't know. Let's start to get your comments here. Maybe we can uh, we've got Thomas Lewis all ready to go here. Oh, I'm sorry, Trey. Yeah, what I had the graphic on the. Sorry about that. I'm even describing it like it's a game too. How are you guys ever? How are you guys ever gonna trust me here after the to handle our show? I better fix that. Hey, maybe it's one of those. What are the soothsayers, or I saw the future. You know what it was? See there. Okay, there's obviously there's a technical problem, is what it is. Let's see. Okay. My bad. It wasn't me. It was kind of me just being on autopilot there, but there was a technical problem where I just typed over a previous NBA. Hopefully, you'll believe me and won't think that I'm totally crazy. Anybody don't believe me? Okay, here we go. Okay, but nonetheless, I think the handicap still is what I'm talking about. Here we go. Picking up where you guys left off, and all right, here we go. Thomas Lewis on the Cavs. I'll get rolling here a little bit. Howard was letting me know what was going on. Dre's laughing at me. Here's Solo with the Cavs. Doubles has a play here. Jeff's going with Boston. Maybe I saw the future. I don't know. And Chad's going first quarter, first half, full game. Boston first half under for R. Tomps. Good thing I've got 55 of you in here to set me straight. Maybe it's too early. Maybe I've stayed up all night. Chinese basketball game's frozen on me here, 81-81, and I can't fix it. I've got to do this show. Brent's going to lean to the Celtics. Brent, let's pick the Celtics. This is game one of the Eastern Conference semifinals. No time to pass. And 6-0 here. Chad, it's funny you say that because, maybe this is my problem, right? I can't win the Chad challenge because the way I market read and everything. Look, this is an epic point, right? A tipping point, if you will, right? If you think about it, right, a playoff game. If you just take the names off the shirts and you're figuring this team has gotten this far, it's pretty much a good lineup, except for Allen being out. I guess KP is out, but Cleveland's just not finding any other scoring outside of Mitchell, and that's really and Boston just has what looks like a lineup of all-stars out there. Even the guys who, weren't the best players on the team a year or two ago are big stars on the team now, on a team of stars. So, Got some baseball steam rolling in here a little bit with Boston and Atlanta under today. We'll cover it, but I just want to make a note of that. That total was 9, and it's going to be moving lower right here now with Cutter Crawford and Lopez, Reynaldo Lopez. Right now it's 8.5 over 15 at Bovada. 9 heavily juiced 9s all over. Might be even disappearing here. Steam coming in right now. Boston, Atlanta baseball today. So it's just a point where you'd be like, hey, at this, but even I'm like, and I want to take the Cavs so bad here. I want to say, like, this is the point. It's going to be a 10 or 11 point game. It cannot be a blowout, but I just can't do it. The way these teams are blowing out, the way they get out to the lead early like they do, and the crowd's going, and the way these crazy playoff games are going and teams are down by 30 points and stuff like that right now. And the Cavs look scared. And, for that little bit of experience that they had in order to get that game, right, to get that winning margin of victory in that game 7. Because I remember that last game was game 7. But all seriousness is like it's totally exposed now. Right, and I am talking like the series has already played a game here. It feels like so. All right, I'm almost talking myself on the Cavs like I saw a game or something, and I'm not one of those weirdos, am I? If you guys say I am, I probably am in a way, but I don't want Cleveland to get swept. Everybody knows I'm kind of rooting for Cleveland here, but man, I just want to, I believe. Robert De Niro said, "Can the Cavs get the cover?" Gosh, I want to take them. But I'm not. I'm going to take Boston here on the show because of what Chad said. And, give Chad a follow on Twitter because he makes some great points there, and on X. Yep. Yeah, we got to have a disagreement. And I want to take them, Chad. I want to take Cleveland here. I feel like, in a way, it's got to be 10 or 11 points, right? It can't be 12 here. It can't be more than a dozen. But right now, I'm willing to lay it. It's 12.5 at Circa. That's supposed to be, where the sharp move occurs first. It's still 11.5 at some books right now, or a little bit of a 12. So thanks for all your plays. I don't know if Thomas has been able to keep track of these for any consensus here. Dave said he told me. The man holding a Minnesota Timberwolves ticket to win the NBA title, David, told me that Denver's going to get swept. All right. Yeah, okay, Chad. Well, we could do, but I mean, yeah, I'd need 14. I was going to say, well, I'll be fair, we're not even betting. I'd be like, okay, but it's $1.30 or something, right? But I know what you're saying, Chad. So that's what I feel, and maybe it'll be right there. Like, maybe that is the right margin. I don't like to be that guy like, oh, the number's right, I'll pass. Well, look, if the number's right, nothing's really changed too much. I mean, maybe there's a little bit of Jared Allen could play, but this line was as low as 10.5 and is now as 12.5. And that is the Circa move, by the way. They opened 10.5 and not many other places did. And now they are 12.5. I don't know if you're into things like that, like I am. All right. I'm the nerdiest dude, Dave. I'm the biggest goof, I think. All right, I am that guy. I used to be the sports almanac guy, but the brain cells have had started to leave a little bit, I think, over the years. Okay. We got to do it. But even if you're looking, I mean, you have to cater to me because I need all the help I can get. And it could be. And look, I'm kind of describing a Boston blowout here to a certain extent, right? I mean, I'm willing to play him on the show here. My premium is going to be on the total in this game, but Anyways, hope you guys got your picks in. They were shown on screen because that's what we do here with the Chat All Stars. Uh, show them on YouTube to, well, over 500 views a day. Appreciate everybody, not only on the live stream here. We got 72 of you right now, but all those that watch on the replay. And that's why I have the Chat All Stars, so we could show a bunch of samples of plays, get a feel for what everybody's doing here. And Dave's going to take the Celtics. And no one really talked about the total. I guess that's my bad because I'm Mr. Totals guy. And I have a premium on the total. So hopefully you'll get my picks. I've started to heat up in the playoffs a little bit. Well, last night we won on the free plays. So I've got to get them right. I've got to get them all right. I want to get them all right. Thomas, there has indeed been steam on the total, but it's been two-way steam, but mostly it has been towards the over here. In fact, right now we're seeing Bovada at 210, and I wouldn't even say that's even steam. I just think we're starting to see a little bit of pressure to the over. I think the public could be coming in on the over here as well in this one. So, the move has definitely been Boston. The move has definitely been to the over here. I think that feels like Boston's going to be pretty popular today. I feel like I'm on the side of everybody. It feels like. Oh, Arnaz, great to have you here, man. And Thomas says maybe he will also take the over. I think there'll be two-way action from the talking heads on the total here, but I don't know. After we seen Boston really come out hot on some of these, I know that, yeah, sure, Cleveland could. Oh, they're going to have to play that Cleveland defense somehow. Uh, I almost was talking about game one again, like it's been played. All right. And Ray Otachi's here. All right, let's keep moving on here to the next game, and hopefully we'll not embarrass ourselves. And remember, well, Lucky Charms, I mean, that's a great breakfast cereal, but I already said what the official breakfast cereal of the morning steam is. All right, let's go with the next matchup here. It's game one, right? With the Mavericks and the Thunder. And the Thunder here lead this one 3.5. I think I've lost it here. Thunder minus 3.5, and the total 218.5. This one has been definitely moving higher on that total. It was as low as opener of 214. I think was the send out number. Maybe it opened 214.5, but I think just after what we've kind of seen after the first series with these two, there definitely was some steam that came in on the over here in this one. And for OKC, man, I don't know. They play a little bit. The Dallas defense has been improved. I think that's why they've kind of carried their way into this series. Oklahoma City seems to have a defense that might be a little bit underrated, kind of like another young team that's been looking good. Maybe Oklahoma City's not on the level right now. It looks like a Minnesota, but you can almost say, look at how good Edwards is, not only offensively but defensively. And look at SGA and the type of defense he can play. So it does feel like Dallas, maybe they're a little top heavy with their great stars that can go off and, certainly give it a great run. But the Thunder maybe have, kind of like the Wolves in a way, a few more guys, maybe a few deeper guys, right? Guys who are maybe not even stepped up to be big time stars yet, like Dort. Maybe Dort could have, what do you guys say with the Mavs and the Thunder? All right. Oklahoma City for Thomas R. Thompson on the Thunder. Dave wants to go over in this one. Dave, I'm going to agree with you. That's my play here. Look, I was going to go over as my premium, I do like the side as my premium, and maybe I was just a little late on the total here. I didn't know. I thought, like I said, Dallas's defense has been improved. I think Oklahoma State, to a certain extent, yeah, they're young. They've gotten into some tempo games, certainly. But I think when you look at these two teams this season, well, I think Dallas more so. But at home, Oklahoma City is a team that, they haven't been really an over team, but at home, their defense, their numbers definitely are better. And Dallas, they definitely, tend to trend a little bit to the under. Ray here likes the Thunder in this one. I've got a premium on the side, so I'll just give out the over. Me and Dave, we're going to ride this one. I think, really happy. Yep, you got to have some cap and crunch. I mean, that's why it's called cap and crunch. I mean, it's not, everybody says it's, Captain Crunch. No, it's cap and crunch. Kind of like you are, I just eat it while I'm capping. Just eat it right out of the box. It's capping food. All right. Unless we're having a great week and we can have filet mignon. Here's OKC. Here's over for Thomas. And here are Tom's first half under. Getting a little bit of steam here on Miami against the Dodgers tonight. Well, at least that'll keep the price down. This steam might be enough to at least keep anybody interested in laying $3. At least maybe it won't go through the roof here tonight. Looks like the Sharps are willing to take a bite here with the Marlins tonight at about a plus 285 minimum here. But, I know that it's not a make an argument for it. I'm just seeing the steam. You heard it. And it caught my attention, Miami Marlins. All right, whatever. Kerbin on Dallas. And Dre's got to lean. Come on, Dre. Let's not lean in the NBA Western Conference semifinals game 1. Lewis says Thunder here. Solo Thunder 6-0 on Thunder. Great to have 6-0 as part of our crew. And Jeff says OKC. And we're eating some Wagyu or something here. Hey, Gabe Ash is here. It's great to have Gabe joining us from X here. You can watch the show on X here and comment. So that is great. I don't think the viewership is quite there on that, but I don't know where Thomas is heading here, but I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and it's the only explanation I can find. All right. Here, lean. Doubles is leaning. More leans. Hey, I appreciate it. I'm kidding. You guys, and here's Darren here. And Dave. We'll get there, Dave. We're going to be on the Padres here in a little bit. I think we're done with this game. All right. I've got the over here. I'm going over. Hey, look, I am making unders great again. That's my motto. And I'm going over here in this one. So, all right. That's a look at the basketball games. There are 2 games in the NHL. I believe this one has already started, right? We have a game 2 here, if I'm not mistaken, with the Rangers taking on the Hurricanes in this one. And, well, look at the price here. The Hurricanes are going to be a slight favorite here again now, even though the Rangers are now favored in this series. Remember, I said, it seemed interesting that the Hurricanes were favored in the series, even though the Rangers had the best record in the league and the home field advantage. And after seeing that first game, man, I mean, doesn't it seem like the Rangers have the more talented, better stars than the Hurricanes? No disrespect, man. The Hurricanes are pretty cool. I mean, I find myself actually in some of the pools that I'm in, maybe a little bit top heavy with Hurricanes and not enough with Rangers at this point. But I, almost feel like here that the Rangers are just looking pretty stellar. Now, the problem here is going up against Frederick Anderson. Igor's been awesome, but Anderson looks pretty stone in goal as well. And we had it right. in the first game. We did say go over, but it wasn't easy. And I feel like the longer this series goes, the less game, the more it's going to be like we're starting to see when the games get tight. We get into you know, into the later games of the series. This one might be just already there in game two. It feels like right now with the Rangers. Yeah, they were looking a little bit explosive there, and Anderson caught out of position on that one, but uh, Zibanejad had those two quick back-to-back goals. The Hurricanes, they came back and fought back a little bit with Natchez getting that goal. We, he's a good name to step up, and I think that I think Aho got finally involved after I was talking some trash about him here. I'm going under here with Anderson and Igor. I feel like we're going back to these guys will be, look, there were goals. Okay. Let's get the comments. And Double says he almost wanted to go premium on the Rangers here, but could not do it. I think it's great. Doubles, I want to thank you for being in the chat. I mean, to give us this insight into what, because I'm really maybe I'm just appreciative of it but maybe for those that are, whether or not you bought doubles picks or my picks or any picks, giving the thought process of what the cappers, because that's what we're doing. We're promoting us on the side, doubles, me, all these different cappers, and you go through and you want to create. I like to say cultivate a card each day that is playable for a person here. I'm not going to put out one or two plays. I want you to be involved. I want you to have a handful of plays that you just play a nice, modest amount on, nothing too crazy, keeping unit sizes almost virtually consistent. I know it's hard not to, when you like one team better, hey, I'd say do it. If you like one better and it's my play, and if you like the other, it's up to you. But all right, there's Rangers and under for Darren and Jeff. Hey, Jeff says they'll go up 2-0, and Dave says I'm talking up Carolina a little bit. No doubt, Dave. In fact, if I'm going to win any money in these pools that I'm in, I'm going to need Carolina to upset the Rangers somewhere along the line here, I think. But I don't know if that's going to happen now after what I've seen. And we got the game right. We had game one. Like I said, we had the total. We gave it out, and we also gave out the Rangers in game one here. So, we nailed the first game. 2-0 here. And I'm giving out sides and totals. All right. Lewis says talking about the other game. So let's get rolling here and get moving to the other game. But we got other plays here real quick. Get your plays in on this one. And William Dryman's here today. Thank you. And Robert's ready to send. Hey, you know what? We'll just send boxes of Amazon cereal. Okay. Here. All right. M Looks has a bounce back. And Justin just having fun with us. But these are playoff games, so sometimes everyone gets involved. And I think it's true what you're hearing everybody say. The playoffs do not disappoint. We're only in the second round. Been some exciting action. And 6-0 says go under here in this one as well. So 6-0 and I and Dave. All right. Here we go. Let's get rolling with our next game now with the Avalanche. Now, this is a game one. Here with the Avalanche and the Stars. You saw just a moment ago with Lewis was talking about Ottinger here, 25. One thing Lewis is saying now, Ottinger has definitely stepped up a little bit, and so has Gurdjieff here a little bit as well. But you can have 27.5 saves. There's also going to be a lot of shots, so we'll see kind of how that goes. Look, Dallas isn't, they're at home here. They're a slight favorite, no doubt. Now, Colorado's come in here and won games in Dallas, relatively frequently of late. They've had some success here, no doubt. I'm actually expecting Colorado. I'm going to take them as my play at even money here to come in and beat the Stars in Game One and shock them here. I just not happy actually with some of the play of some of these stars right now, and that's coming again from a guy that maybe a little top heavy on betting some of these stars in those pools. Certain players that maybe haven't lived up to the expectations of, at least for me, so far. I mean, I'm talking about you, Joe Pavelski. No doubt about it. He's virtually disappeared here. And Robertson, he hasn't been the star that he's supposed to be. Now, Johnston has been a big time star, no doubt about it. But when you look across at the other bench, with the Avalanche, and their ability to score right now. I mean, even Makar has been huge, right? Nichushkin has been on fire right there, and McKinnon and Ranton and the Avalanche to me look like they just have a little bit more scoring talent. Maybe Ottinger is better than Gurdjieff to a certain extent, but where has the success been before? Where has Dallas been before when it comes to these teams? Now, uh, look, I think this series will be like the others and get tighter and tighter. This one may end up. Look, a total 6/20. This is the playoffs where we're seeing almost 5.5s every game. Now, only the bookmakers are going to give away the money here. If all you under folks here, and I'm leading the making unders great again charge every time. We'll see. I'm going to end up taking the Avalanche. I'm going to go with the Avalanche here in this one. I just think those scorers, where they get their scoring from, and where are these Dallas guys right now? Even though they won that last series, it didn't feel like they were kind of getting it done. Completely. The It could change here, but again, they're dealing with a Colorado team that's won some games from them here of late. It's kind of been Colorado's series in the head-to-heads here of late. Now, Dallas did win the last one back on April 7th. It was 7-4. There was a little bit there, but Colorado won the 3 previous games before that this season. All these games, listen to these scores: 6-3, 5-4, 5-1, and the Dallas win was 7-4. Now it's the playoffs, so it's going to be not as high a score, certainly, but you see the 6/20 there, and this is game one. So, anyways, I'll take the Avalanche, though, as my play here. Let me get your comments, because you got Brent says, Avs should smash. Double says, go over. Brent says, why are they dogs? He likes he might be, what is that? Let me take a peek at that series price here. I don't even think I need to look at it, because I already did look at the series price, because let me see here. So it's almost a pick 'em. I mean, the Dallas Stars are the slightest of favorites in the series. And when you're talking about a close series, you got to be thinking 7 games. But you guys are kind of Dave. Dave. One thing about Dave, he's a son of a sports writer. He's a sports writer, and he's writing headlines. Avalanche are going to bury the Stars. Oh, Dave, I see what you did there. All right, there's our Tomps and Curvin here. Dre. Okay, I haven't caught up yet. Too many weapons. That's what I feel. Jeff says go over tonight. And Brent, is he talking about the series or the tonight? Man, that'd be 300 spot would be crazy. But I was thinking maybe they could be a slight favorite here. But still, I think 6-0 says take McKinnon to score, it looks like here. All right, I think I caught up, and I will take in this one the Colorado Avalanche here to beat the Stars. And this is the one the Stars have waited for. I mean, this is, they better win. They better get off to a good start here in this one, but we'll see. Okay, that's hockey tonight. Thank you, you guys. And we're going to get into baseball. There's one day game on a full slate. And I don't know if I'm going to be premium here at all with this one. With the Rangers and Urania is going to be starting for them. And, well, you got the Athletics and Stripling. I mean, that almost looks like the more legitimate team here to a certain extent, the way the A's have been playing. We know the Rangers are really good, and they'll probably come in here and be just fine. I mean, you looked at the game yesterday. Rangers did a pretty good job to open the series here, but Stripling hasn't been bad. He's got a 4.24 earned run average so far this season. Get your info ready here. We're ready to roll with our day game and our major league coverage. All right. And I'm ready. That almost was the preview, and I was just getting warmed up. There we go. That's what I heard. Yeah, right now the move is coming in right this second. That's why I paused there. I saw the red on the screen. The Rangers Athletics total right here. The Thomas Lewis special. My buddy. Right when we're talking about the game. Now, I didn't give out the pick yet, so let's not get carried away. But the over is getting hit right now in the game with the Rangers here against the Athletics. Total has definitely been hit here and moving higher here as we speak. So I think I'm probably just going to give it out right here, right now on the show. Final. That's the way I was leaning. That's the way I was leaking. That's the way I was leaning. And man, can I do it though? Can I do it? I was going to play. I actually was thinking about playing this one as a premium. Let me get your picks here and reassess what I'm doing. Here is Fernando. A's first 5. Doubles is on the A's. And Darren's on the A's. Solo's on the Rangers. Double says they got issues this season. Robert says he wants to wager some pizza money on the over. I thought I liked the over. Wait a minute. Here, Dre on the over. And Oakland, they got pitching. They got power. And I guess the only thing they don't have is fans. The fans they do have are loyal, right? I'd be one of those guys. I'd be like, because you know how you want to be like that guy, that person that nobody, when everybody's doing something else, you go ahead and do it. Those are the A's fans. Everyone talks bad. I'm wearing my old green 1973 A's jacket. All right, you guys. Let me just dial it back a little bit on the total, okay? That steam caught me by surprise there to happen right there when I was talking about the game. So I'm going to take the A's. I'm going to take the A's on the run line here at plus 1.5 here in this one. Just they lost yesterday. I'm going to kind of let me see what that run line is. Plus 1.5. Oh gosh, minus 165. Ooh, thought it wasn't quite that high, but okay, I'll just take the A's on the money line. That's what I'll do. Gotta take the A's on the money line. I can't roll a 165 with my chat. I'll just take the A's. I got Ross Stripling after all here in this one against Jose Urania. Urania is not a starter anymore. He's not the old Jose Urania, if you ever wanted old Jose Urania, but he's made 10 appearances. And I think this might be the first time he's been used as an opener. Detroit here, Oakland here, they've won 9 of their last 14, and the Rangers have won I think 7 of their last 10 currently. That's probably enough on this day game. I'll take the A's on the run line officially, and I'll figure out the total later. I like I said, I wasn't going to use it as a premium, but all right, here we go. We'll go to the night card here with the Tigers going up against the Guardians in this one. And man, can these teams keep going under every single game, it feels like. The Braves are getting steamed right now, and the Braves are a big favorite. So if you like the Braves today against the Red Sox, now is the time to kind of pull the trigger. You're going to be laying $2 here, possibly. The Braves right now are already up to $1.85 at a lot of spots, $1.92 at DraftKings, and they are being hit right now. Ronaldo Lopez today. We're going to talk about that game later, but right now the Braves are taking steam here on the morning steam. All right, Tigers and Guardians here in this one. And I'm going to roll with the Tigers on the road here, actually, with Maeda going up against Logan Allen. Look, the Guardians have been awesome, but Detroit has still been pretty good. They're on a losing streak right now. They have lost 4 straight, but Logan Allen, he's been giving it up here of late, 6.75 ERA in his last 5 starts and a 5.11 ERA overall. Meanwhile, Maeda, who has a high ERA of over 5, I believe, does have a 0.82 ERA in his last 2 starts for the veteran. Detroit is 4-2 with Maeda in there. Logan Allen, you talk about these teams going, how much these teams have been going under, but Logan Allen is 6-1 to the over, so maybe just a little bit of caution there, but still, man, these Tigers and Guardians and some of these Central and the Central, it's not like last year, right? I mean, if you look at, yes, the American League East have great teams, but the Central's playing pretty great right now. At least those top teams are, right? And they've been going under a lot. I'm going to take the Tigers here on the road to win and a minor upset. All right, Thomas is a lot of unders here. I mean, who doesn't really at this point? Unders again, 7-2 yesterday. I had unders pretty much, right? We were rolling with unders. I would say that today, we'll see. I've got a couple unders here planned, a couple overs here planned on the show, I believe. And here's Fernando with the Tigers and the under. Dre's going to go over. Thomas on Cleveland. Solo's got the under in this one. And Dave said that the Guardians will win this one. He expects Allen to go deep in this game, quite frankly. And I do think that maybe these two pitchers will perform better. Like I said already, even though Maeda's season-long numbers are not good, his very good his last 2 games. And I do expect Allen actually to improve here in this spot. And, Cleveland right now. Okay, here's Luis on the Tigre. Good one, Luis. I think we do have a Mexican game tonight. That's why I laughed at that. Maybe we can get. We didn't preview the Mexican League game, guys. I mean, we got Toluca and Chivas here, I think, tonight. And American Pachuca. All right. You didn't have to fix it, Luis. We know what you meant. All right. And I think I'm caught up here on the plays. So I'm in with the Tigers. Diamondbacks, yep, we're ready to go with Gallon. You guys are already starting to hint at it here. You know what game's coming up next. You've been here long enough. Thanks to 90 people here in the chat right now. Really happy to have you and honored. All right. Diamondbacks here, Zach Gallen. You guys talked about it. Maybe some struggles on the road, but I tell you this, I mean, a lot of people on Zach Gallen here, and I don't know. I kind of think I might end up as one of them, but we've had so many people talk about the side. Maybe I'll talk about the total here a little bit here with these two teams. Yeah, call it up here. I know which way I'm going, but just want to look at the stats, maybe roll a few stats. And all right, Arizona for Jeff, and Fernando's on the over. Robert's already gone with Arizona here in this one. And I don't know. I know that Gallen has had some issues here going up against Frankie Montas with a 4.19 earn run average so far this season. Gallen, 3.38 ERA in 6 starts. Probably take that. Certainly, right now it feels like it's pretty good. And Montas here, he's gotten shelled actually in his last 3 starts, 11.74 ERA. So maybe that's kind of why if you just get decent Gallon here, you can get into some type of a lead here possibly. Montas. 2 starts against Arizona, 11.74 ERA in his career here. Arizona's gone under in 17 of their last 25. The Reds have gone under in 12 of their last 18 games. Here comes some more picks from the All-Star chat. Dave is on the Reds here, it looks like. We know that they can steal bases, and here's 6-0 with Arizona. Double said he sent out the pick already on social media. Jeff says Montas, too many walks. And yeah, maybe this is the spot. I mean, the Reds, look, I don't think anybody's too disappointed so far. Reds 16-18 here. I'm sure they expect better. I don't think we do at this point. And here's Darren with a Nerfy today. Well, you know what? Zach Gallen has allowed a first inning run in 3 of his 6 starts. Montas has allowed a run in 1 of his 5 starts. Arizona, they've scored a run in 14 of 35 first innings so far this season. That's a pretty good percentage there, right? 40%. And Reds, they've scored a run in the first inning below par, 7 of 34. All right, and we're on there. Sorry, guys, I'm on the over. I'm on the over here. Oh, let me see. Make sure of that. No, I'm sorry, you guys. I said it wrong. I think I just gave away the premium. Okay, well, you know what? Everyone's on Arizona. I'm on the under. I really got to get into the form here of doing the show again because I'm trying. I had it right, and I've only been back a couple of weeks, and I kind of, not. Well, it's not for you to worry about. Anyways, I'll give out the under here as my pick. Of course, Zach Gallen to get it done on the road here. And yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'll just have to do it. I was going to, everybody's on Arizona. Everybody's been talking Arizona. Go ahead. Hey, check out the videos from our crew today, from Ron, from Bo, from Ben. They have from Ramon. We've all got videos up with Tony, and Tony's got videos too. So, all right. I think we've got everybody in there. A few more picks, huh? A few more Reds. No, Thomas, I just said it wrong because actually I was actually leaning towards giving out the Diamondbacks, but then I remembered that I try to tease the videos, go watch them, but I know everyone's already on the Diamondbacks, and I don't want to just join the crew. And I was going to go, with the total under. The steam came in on the under, and I like the under in this game with Zach Gallen. Reds at home, they can be high scoring, but okay, great. Thomas, hey, if you can, like towards the end of the show, and I won't make you do it. You don't have to do anything. This is totally a volunteer gig. But at the end, if you remember the consensus plays, we can, and maybe you did and I missed it, but type them in at the end. And then we'll say, okay, these are the consensus. I know it's hard to even compile them. And you are my right-hand man. You are doing a great job. Angels and Pirates with Sandoval going up here against Priester in this one. You have Sandoval 5.91 ERA. Priester 3.31 ERA coming into this one. Did see some widely reported steam that came in on the over here in this game. but I'm probably going to end up on the side here. Probably take the Pirates as a small favorite against the Angels. I mean, there's no reason to get involved with the Angels right now on the road. I try to be open minded, and honestly, I'm going to look at every game every day, and the Angels are going to get a 50-50 chance, to get my tab here. But Sandoval has a 6.7 ERA in his last 4 starts. Priester, not great either, 0-2 with a 4.41 ERA, and Pittsburgh lost all 3 of those games. Pittsburgh, really the figures that I have kind of qualified Pittsburgh for a premium here, but who wants to take Pittsburgh right now, having lost 16 of their last 24 games? The only thing is they're playing the Angels, who have lost 14 of their last 17 games. Pittsburgh at least is playing 500 ball on the road, while the Angels, actually, they're 8-12 on the road. I think that's actually kind of good for them here, actually. But Pirates under in 13 of their last 15. Angels under in 4 of their last 5. I'm not sure about the total, but and I don't even need to tell everybody, I think, about some of these under trends right now with some of these teams. I'm just going to take Pittsburgh, though, as my play here and see what you got. And Brent says they just don't give Priester enough run support. Yeah, so that's why I probably can't do a little premium. But on a YouTube show where you give a pick on every game, I think I'm going to try it. The Pirates are averaging 3.6 runs per game. The Angels are averaging, 4 runs a game. I think here at home, let's see here. And Robert Martin, Cap'n Crunch and Pepsi is probably like my diet, it feels like. Here's Thomas is on the Angels here. David goes Pirates over. Joseph Thompson here today. Thank you, Joseph, for your NHL. And Robert, I think, says maybe the forecast isn't great here in the game in Pittsburgh today, huh? Okay. Let's see what it is. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that doesn't look good at all. Yeah. Oh, the risk for postponement. Hey, Carla's here today. Hi, Carla. Carla has taken the under in this one. And Darren's on the Angels, and Thomas is on the under. So, yeah, there's definitely a big-time chance of rain here in near Pittsburgh today. And the service that I use says, postpone, the risk of postponement is probably about 10%, but there's definitely, by the time the middle of the game comes, it almost seems unavoidable that there will be rain at this game. So, all right, but I'll take Pittsburgh. Here's Dre going with the over. Blue Jays and Phillies. Well, man, the Phillies are good, and I think I missed the boat. I want to take them to win the World Series. I know I have my play on Cleveland, and that's at 40-1. Or was it? I think, did I say it? I said it on the air. Hopefully I got it right. I think I missed the boat here. You got the Phillies are 11-1 right now. Man, they are just, the pitching is just unbelievable. The starting pitching. Going up against Berrios here has been pretty unbelievable himself. But man, these Phillies pitchers right now, the Phillies, the Phillies are they 19-2 in their last 21 first fives? How come we didn't know about this? That's supposed to be my job, and I hope I'm not misquoting that, because that was brought to my attention. We know the pitching has been awesome. So, but Phillies here continue to roll, man, and are going against Berrios, 1.44 ERA. Berrios has been really good so far. He's been a bright spot for the Blue Jays so far. One of 7 starts. Toronto's 5-2 in those 7 starts. Sanchez just a 5.55 ERA in his last 5 starts. And the Phillies, for a team that has lost 11 games. Sanchez has been involved in 5 of those. But his numbers have gotten more solid here. Seems like a reasonable price. I'm probably just going to play the total. Let's see what you guys have here, because this is interesting. Thomas is on the Phillies and the under. Robert says they are hot, hot, hot. Doubles has got a premium. And Carla's on the under. Dre's on the under. Under looks too easy. Wow. Okay. You guys do like this one to go under, huh? Well, I mean, Barrios has great numbers. No doubt about it. Dave says the Phillies always win. And Fernando says first 5 under. And Robert says under is the play with the Phillies. And I know because I've been talking about a lot of Phillies unders, right? And Thomas is he already knows what the consensus is. Keep track. Justin says he needs a Harper RBI. Harper, got to give Harper big time credit, man. I mean, he is just talk about a superstar that, look, nobody was ever questioning Bryce Harper, but there were moments, right, where you're in a new city and things aren't going just perfect. That was a long time ago, wasn't it? Phillies first 5, Rays on the Phillies here. Oh, man, should I just take the Phillies with you guys? I like the Phillies, though. I was kind of rolling with let me just take a look here, because you guys are liking the under big time. And I was like, man, this total is getting pretty. It is 8 still. All right. The steam came in on the over. These guys still they produce all these unders. They're not totally under. I mean, Toronto's 14-19 to the under. Brent says, just go Blue Jays here. He's going Blue Jays. He's going Blue Jays. All right. Jeff says a team total over here. So it's still a consensus for Thomas. It's not going to be, it doesn't have to be unanimous. It just has to be, reasonable, a reasonable consensus. To me, a reasonable consensus in a chat room like this, where we're not going to have but a handful of people, I'd say anything, I'd say 3 out of 5 is almost a consensus. Maybe you want more than, but we don't have enough comments on some games. So, I mean, 2 out of 3 might be a little too much work for Thomas. How about 75%? Okay. Anyways, I think, the Phillies are going to win this game. And I think they continue to be pretty awesome, but we'll see. I'm going to go against you guys in the chat, I think. I'm going to end up going over here, you guys. Thomas, if everyone is, I don't know which game you picked here. I know a lot of people are on Philadelphia. If you were saying that the consensus play is the under, and there's like 4 people who have said under, and I go over, it's still a consensus under here. I'm just one guy, and remember, I might be better than one of you in this chat or 2, but I'm not better than 2 of you put together. And no one is in sports betting. Otherwise, there'd be superstars of sports betting, and we'd all know who they are. And there are some legends, but there's nothing. We haven't made it yet. Cappers, right? There's no. When poker was hot, you saw who was a good player. Who's a great capper, right? Where can they have contests or so? I don't know. I'm just brainstorming here. I want to say hello and welcome to Tim Hong here with Philly here. Hope I got it right, Tim. And that's right, Robert. And that's why we've got 76 heads in here right now, or at least probably a dozen of you commenting as well. So that's awesome. All right. And Jeff, the chat is what makes this show. Okay, I think we got our pick here. I'm going over. I'm going against the chat here. I know I've been on these Phillies unders here, but I was just thinking maybe, and again, I was hoping for 7.5, but Okay, now here we go with we need our DMV crew here to step up with the big game today, and I say it seriously, right? Because let's give Washington a lot of credit for where they stand. I mean, hey, if you're a bettor so far this season, I think you're pretty familiar with the Washington Nationals. I mean, the Washington Nationals are up almost 9 units already this season on the Thomas Lewis units meter. Orioles been pretty good too, up nearly 6 units so far. Two good starting pitchers here, believe it or not. Of course, Corbin Burns, we know that, 2.61 ERA. But how about Williams? 2.27 ERA so far, and the Nationals are 5-1 with Williams on the mound so far this season. So could it be a spot here? A little bit of an upset? Can we get him as a dog here? I mean, I'm pretty sure that there might be some support for maybe some Washington run line or something here in this one. I don't know if I can recommend it necessarily on the show. I mean, Corbin Burns continues to look pretty awesome, and well, I think metrically, if I can say that, he looks probably to be pretty overwhelming here. Has had a couple of starts against Washington, a 3.68 ERA, just a 3.57 ERA in his last 4 starts. Baltimore is 5-2 with Corbin Burns so far. Williams 3-0 with a 2.32 ERA in 6 starts so far this season. Baltimore, of course, on fire. They've won 15 of 20 still. Nationals have won 7 of 10. They're looking pretty good. The Nationals have been going over of late. I think these pitchers are doing pretty well. Probably going to end up with the under. See what you guys have to say, and then we got to step on it here a little bit. Having fun today. I am. Thanks to you guys. And here we go. Baltimore here says, Baltimore, Dre, I'm sorry. Dre says O's and under here. Double says, take the money line at plus money. And Robert says, hey, you know what? It is Washington doing a good job here. It's funny because, right, didn't they actually have, they were in good spots to make some money. And David says Williams is pitching well. And Luis is on the Nats. Robert may be joining me here. I'm going with the under here on the show as my play here in this one. Let me just take a peek here or something here. Thomas on Washington. And Dave says, take the Nationals. Take them. Take them. The widely reported steam did come in on the over here in this one. But I think I'm committed to the under with these hot pitchers here right now. The market's kind of pointing to the over a little bit. But, like I said, they don't watch the games, those guys. You know who they are. You know who they are. They bet the numbers. They don't know the teams. They just get the games from those, super bettors, whoever they are. And they don't know. They don't know, but they get the report. And the report is, I think the report is probably saying over today. But I don't know. I'm going to be Mr. Handicapper here in this one. I might find a way to Washington here, especially getting a run and a half here. All right. I think I caught up with the comments here in this one, and I will take the under here going against those Sharpies in this one. All right, well, the Tampa Bay Rays here, we gave it out yesterday here on the show. I had a premium here on the over in this series. Here's Soroka now popping up in this one. We talked about the pitching yesterday, right? I think we got it right in the end. You got Zach Eflin here, a huge favorite, of course, because playing the White Sox, but still doesn't quite feel like this is quite the spot for the Rays here does it, right? I mean, at this big of a price anyway, even against the lowly White Sox, like can they really be rated this highly in a game like this? At 235, are they back? I mean, yes, the Rays have played a few better games here of late, and look, they're the Rays, so I would think that they will come back and kind of work their way towards respectability if they just don't have one of those Tampa Bay contending teams this year. I'm sure they'll get it together in the next year or two and get it right back to where they always are. Maybe this year, that's just it. Kind of like with Kansas City surging in the small markets. In the small markets, you're down. You're down until you're up, and then you get your one chance, and then you're going to be down again for a couple of years, and you work a little magic here and there. Remember, the Royals were, they were just champs a decade ago. I mean, the White Sox came out of nowhere to win the World Series once recently, so everyone pops up once in a while, and Tampa Bay is 18-18. I can't talk bad about him. Eflin 4.03 ERA in his last 5 starts. Soroka, bad numbers here, 6.48 ERA in his last 7 starts. We don't need to talk about this game too long. I'm going to go over here in this one. Both these two pitchers so far. Soroka's 7-0 to the over. Need I say more? As far as the side is concerned, like I said, with that price, maybe it's still too much. Maybe it's too much to be on the Rays. It definitely was worth laying the run line yesterday, and that's where you're going to have to go to keep that price down. Probably don't want to lay 235 in a situation like this. But Double says lay everything. Lay everything. That sounds like a premium right there. Dre says go under. Go under, says Dre. I'm gonna take the over. Come on, Soroka. Rays for Luis on the run line. And Robert Martin, he left 4 tickets in his car. Somebody broke into his car and left 4 more tickets, and now Robert's got 8 tickets to the game. All right, Rays here for David. And I think I caught up with the picks, so that's it. Now the Astros with who's Verlander? Verlander is pitching today against Gill here with the Astros, going up against the Yankees in this one. Certainly a pretty decent game. We know the Astros here kind of still struggling a little bit, but maybe they can start to get healthy with their pitching. We're expecting more health on the way. Verlander his numbers are already pretty solid, even with that one start that wasn't so great, but 2.04 ERA in 3 starts. Houston's lost 2 of those 3 games for Gill, just a 3 ERA in his last 3 starts with a 2-0 record, and Gill so far right now 3.19 ERA. So I don't know. I don't want to go with the Astros here necessarily, even with Verlander. Houston's 5-10 on the road. I'm not sure they've totally found it just yet. Yankees 11-5 at home. Yankees just 6-5 in series openers so far, but I'm going to take them here. The widely reported steam came in on the over, which is has to be surprising a little bit when you're other than the fact that they don't watch the games, but other than the fact that both these two teams, especially the Astros, solid unders so far. The Astros are 11-21 to the under, and the Yankees are 13-20 to the under. So I'll just take the Yankees though here at a very modest price of $1.18 or so at home against the Astros. I mean, obviously you could maybe, if you are looking at that total, look. These two teams been going over under big time. Verlander already 10% walk rate. Gill's got a 15% walk rate, but a 159 batting average against for Gill. So there's some different things going on there. But let's see. You guys are hot on this one because it's the Yankees and the Astros. All right, let's take a look here, and we've got. Darren says, give me the Yankees and a Nerfy today. Well, Nerfy stats today for the Astros. Verlander, he's perfect so far. No runs in the first inning. For Gill, he's perfect. No runs in the first inning in 6 games. Verlander, 3 games. Gill, 6 games. Neither of them have allowed a first inning run so far. Houston, they're pretty decent. 12 first inning scores so far. 12 innings they've scored the first inning so far, so pretty good. That's definitely well above average for New York. 10 of 36 so far. That probably isn't as good as I would expect, actually, so far. All right. And Thomas says, give me the Yankees. And Dave says they can do it. Can the Astros? R. Thompson's on the Yankees. Doubles as a premium. Carla's here. I'm so happy Carla's here today, taking the Yankees. Jeff says the steam push this one higher. Yep. And let's see what the move was there with it. Open 7.5 over 25, and now we're seeing a lot of 8.5s out there. Fix your graphics, Ramon. I think it's worth a fix because the total here is definitely definitely about 8.5 at most places right now. I think we're seeing a little bit of movement here in the Cardinals and Mets. We'll get that one to you here in just a moment. I don't know if the bell's going to ring necessarily. All right, 8.5. I'll leave it. I'll just put 8.5. We're done talking about this game, and I am taking the Yankees to win over Verlander. Red Sox and Braves. We already talked about some action here on the Braves coming in. Look, the graphic says $1.75, but right now, well, you know what? Yeah, probably $1.85 or $1.90 might be a little bit more realistic here at this point because the Braves got hit with some widely reported steam in this one. Hey, check out video from Bo here in this game. Boy, that price is getting a little bit high. Boston's fine, right? I mean, come on, Boston's pretty good. I mean, look, I got what was that last Boston? Oh, I don't remember now, but so far, let's go ahead and preview the game. I'll worry about that later. Okay. Here we go. For Crawford, 2.01 ERA in 7 starts. He's been pretty good. It's just no run support in some of them. Boston just 3-4 in his last 7 starts. For the Braves here, you get Reynaldo Lopez. So looks like a pretty good option here with Lopez. He's been really, really solid. With a 1.5 ERA here so far this season. Really been one of the big, shockers of the league so far. Like, can this guy really, is this for real with Reynaldo? He's got a 190 batting average against so far this season. Cutter Crawford here, pretty good numbers so far, as I said, and also 201 batting average against so far this season. So 2 good starters here, numbers wise. Teams are definitely, you got the Braves 11-17 to the under. Lopez is 1-4 to the under so far this season. Let's get your comments on this one. And you got Thomas on the Red Sox and the under. Ray says take the under. Luis on the Red Sox. And here is over for Dave. Dre says give me the Braves. Rays on the Red Sox money line. All right, I'm going to take the Red Sox on the run line because I'm scared, and I think the Braves, especially if they've gotten hit with this steam. Look, the Braves are great. They're 12-20. I'm sure they're going to be right there, even though they lost that series to the Dodgers. I'm sure they'll be strong all year. Boston's still 19-16. They're 12-7 on the road. They played better on the road, no doubt about that so far this season. And the Braves, they've been going under big time, man. I'll tell you that. And Red Sox 10-5, 5-10 to the under last 15, and Braves I believe, I want to say 1-10 to the under last 11. All right. I'll take Red Sox run line. Here's the Padres and the Cubs. Hey, I did a preview of this game on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. Check it out. If you want to watch more free videos here, hopefully some winners with my Padres on the road with Vasquez here with a 5.87 ERA going up against Imanaga. Imanaga has a 0.78 ERA so far this season. He's been pretty awesome. No doubt so far. Padres got the win yesterday, doubles with the 6-3 victory. So let me see here, though. I wanted to add a little. Oh, Darvish was really solid in that game. Five innings. He was coming back. Remember, he was coming back. Steele was coming back. So there was all that going on. But real solid here. But Imanaga's been real good, man. So far, the Padres are without Manny Machado right now. He's still injured, and they brought up like 38-year-old Donovan Solano. So I tried to go against the Padres, I think, yesterday, but Padres got Suarez come on and get a save yesterday. They got some guys doing pretty well, but the bullpen almost blew it last night, but they still were able to get it done. I would expect Imanaga to be pretty good here in this game against the Padres. Here we go with some picks. Doubles does have a premium, I think. I think he's going with a under. Maybe let's start with the last game. Sorry about that. Doubles here. Darren, he might have been talking about this. I don't know if he's talking about this game or the last one. Sorry, Darren, but Nerfy in the under. Okay. Here's Padres for Dave. He says the bats are hot. They are, except for Tatis, but he's okay too right now. He's kind of coming back, maybe. Carla with the Cubs, Dre Cubs first 5. Dave said Darvish was going to have a big game yesterday, and he was right. And Doubles says, but, he's on the downside of his career. Maybe he found the motivation to mow through the Cubs yesterday, certainly for at least those 5 innings. Here's Darren on the Cubs. Justin is on the Cubs. Robert took the Cubs. And let's see. Oh, Cubs under, okay. Doubles saying under in the Cubs game. I'm taking the under as my free play here on the show. I'm going to take the under. Yeah, Imanaga should have a very strong advantage here. In fact, I was looking at I think the splits actually were very strong, right? Imanaga, the splits here to me say the Padres might get shut out. I don't know if that's going to be the case because I don't know if Imanaga will go all the way. But Imanaga, was that a first 5? I see. Yeah, yes. And maybe Padres under first 5 here. I'm going to root for the Padres, but check out my video. No, Imanaga, really is one of the top for sure. One of the top pitchers for sure against left-handers, and he's nearly as strong against right-handers. Cubs money line here for Thomas. All right, we got to finish. We got to get rolling here. Here's the Mariners and the Twins in this one. You got Hancock going up against Ober, and the Twins are favored here in this one. Hey, check out Bo's video on this game here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. Bo's got a preview of this one with the Mariners and the Twins. So, all right, got the Twins here. Definitely, top 10 lineup coming in against right-handers, I would say, at this point. Of course, they had that great winning streak here of late. Dave's ready to go with the Twins already. Thomas is on the Twins, and I'm not even got my notes ready for this game. So you guys are going to like the Twins here. I'll probably just end up on the total in this game, but Robert says that Minnesota is getting owned of late by Seattle. And Carla wants to go under here in this one. If Carla's going under, I'm going under in this one with Seattle and Minnesota. Look, the ERAs don't look that great for these two guys, but I think we can expect. I've been on Ober here on the show a little bit and talked about him this season, right? About how I thought he was pretty decent. He has won his last three starts. He is 3-0 after losing. Well, or the Twins lost his first three starts. He got no decisions, and now has come back to win his last three starts. Art Thompson's on the under. I'm on the under. Ober's gone under in 4 of his last 5 games, and well, the Seattle Mariners go under in every single game, so why not just take that? The Mariners are 28-6 to the under this season. Hancock's gone under in 3 of 4. I'll just take the under as my play here on the show. I know that might be a no-brainer. Ramon has the under, making unders great again, but if doubles is on it too, almost sounds like a consensus here, Thomas. 3 unders in a row on the and the Twins there. Oh no, here's Luis on Seattle though. But and you were on it too. I mean, look at all those unders. Okay, wow, and I'm on the under, so that's a lot. We're going fast here now, with the Brewers here against the Royals, with Colin Ray going up against Seth Lugo in another game that I previewed last night here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. And Brewers here, a little bit of a dog against the Raging Royals. And how awesome have they been? But Colin Ray's been good. 1-0 with a 2.65 ERA in his last 3 starts. Milwaukee has won 5 of his 6 starts. Brewers struggling a little bit right now. Certainly Jeff, right? Having lost 6 of their last 9 games, but they're on the road where they've been better. 13-7 on the road. And I need a drink of water. I mean, this fool's talking for 90 minutes every day. All right. Lugo's been really solid here, of course, with a 5-1 record and a 1.61 ERA in 7 starts. Colin Ray's been good, as I said, as well. Royals are 5-2 with Lugo starting. Royals are also 14-7 at home. Royals under in 19 of their last 26 games. Brewers are under in 4 of their last 5 games. I want to take the Brewers. I don't know if I'm going to be in the minority here, but I do have Jeff here at least. And hey, he's honest. He will tell us here. And let's see. Doubles is on Kansas City, though. And I think that Thomas is saying under. Luis on the Brew Crew. And he's worried about the hitting right now, and that's what the problem is here. Certainly is what he's saying. And Colin Ray has gotten lit up by Kansas City in a couple of appearances in his career, an ERA over 7, while Lugo, mostly in relief, 9 appearances, 2.16 ERA in his career against Milwaukee. Tim does like Milwaukee, though, and I'm going to take Milwaukee. Jeff likes the over. He says wind is blowing out here today, so take the over. All right. I think that is, we move on here. There it is, Matt. Hi, Matt. Matt T here. Good to see you. Good to have Matt on the show. All right, here, ready to move on. All right, here we go. Mets and Cardinals with Buto here going up against Mikolas in this one. These guys, Mikolas 5.68 ERA so far this season for Buto, a 2.51 ERA coming in here. Pretty good numbers here for the Mets starter, and the Mets playing pretty well here, obviously, following yesterday, right? I think we had the total. No, we had the total here yesterday. We got wrong. We said over, and of course it was an under yesterday. So probably switch. I still, gosh, I want to go over here. Let's talk about these teams. You got Buto, a 3.94 ERA in his last three starts. A couple of losses on his ledger. Mets are 3-2 with Buto on the mound. The Mets have lost 10 of their last 15 games. Mikolas 6.43 ERA in his last four starts. Cardinals are 2-6 in the last 8 games here coming into this one. I think if you look at these two pitchers, I mean, the numbers are bad, but the games that they pitch in always end up going under, it seems like, strangely enough. Let's see here. Let me see what it is actually. Okay. Buto is 4 of his 5 starts have gone under, and Mikolas, well, Buto's got good numbers, certainly 168 batting average against. He's just somewhat of an inexperienced pitcher, certainly. But again, you're going up against Cardinals lineup that nobody's interested in. I mean, a very, very poor lineup so far this season. I would think against coming in against a pitcher against right-handers. I mean, they got to be ranked in the bottom 2 here at this point. I mean, with this offense, I would figure Gorman, no chance. Burleson, no chance. Siani, forget about it. Donovan, bat him 9th if you want. Newbar, forget it. Meanwhile, I think a pretty decent matchup here for some of these guys on the Mets. Nimmo, Lindor against Mikolas. I'll probably have a pretty good matchup here. I'm going to take the over. I think the Mets, pretty good price on, man. I don't know. Pretty good price on the Mets here. I might have a premium, if you know what I mean. Not here to give the freebies away, doubles, but oh man, I don't know. I probably, let's see here. We got picks here from Thomas. He's on the Mets, and Dave likes the under in this game. Guess Dave and I have a challenge in this one. Double, the story never changes here. Jeff is on the Mets. Luis is on the Mets. I'll take the over. I'll take over. Dave and I are against one another here. Look, Buto could have a good performance against these Cardinals for sure, especially against half the lineup at least. Now, I think that certainly some of these bats might be okay against Buto. I think these guys could get. I think the heart of the lineup for the Cardinals might be okay against Buto. Contreras, Goldschmidt, Arenado. All right, you got my pick in that one. It's going to be on the over. All right, we're in Colorado here for this one between the Giants and the Rockies. And this one, check out Bo. He has a video on this one, preview with Bo here. Steam did come in here on the under in this game, and he got Harrison with 3.79 earned run average so far this season, going up against Dakota Hudson. Hudson with a ERA here over 5.93 here at this point. But even though we're in Colorado, maybe these two teams might play to another under. Hudson's 1-5 to the under so far, including starts here in Colorado, 5.93 ERA, as I said. But still, the Rockies have lost all 5 games so far with Hudson. Now, I don't know if I want to get involved just yet with the Rockies after let's see, what did the Giants do in that getaway? How about that game yesterday? So we talked about Black, right? give the kid credit. I mean, he pitched great. It just ran out. He just ran out of gas. It was just kind of sad in a way, but he pitched so good. Family was so proud, and then it all blew up for him. I know I got the game wrong. We did hit the under, but we went with the Giants on the show, and that was too bad. But I'm sure they're still very proud. He did well. He's got to, end up giving like 5 runs up in that inning, but I think they all were charged to him too. Felt bad. You couldn't get him out of there. Help this kid out in front of his family. Okay, Jeff is going over here in this one. I think I'm right now. It's already. I'm going under. I think here with this game. I'll just check right now to make sure because Jeff popped up so fast, and I don't want to cross. We so many games, and it doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm on the under here. We're going against one another, and Tim Philly just continuing to roll. Yeah, I just took the Giants. Remember, I was talking about Mr. Black and his family watching the game, and I know the Phillies are hot. All right, Charles, great to see you as always. I'm really happy that 75 you sticking around here for the end of the show. In this one, I've got the under. One more game. It's the Marlins and the Dodgers. We talked about it. We heard the steam come in, and look at the price right now. If you're interested, look. If you want to say, look, hey, I don't lay $3, no problem. But you are going to get a discount here, even though it's $3. So if that is any interest and of course you're going to get a discount on -1.5. You're going to get a discount on -2.5. The Dodgers, the steam has come in on Miami a little bit. The Dodgers were a little bit higher than this, no doubt about it. I gave a preview out of the game earlier. Check it out, but I think this one will probably end up going over. Man, the Dodgers are absolutely mashing, of course, as always. And Ohtani hit another home run last night. Just seems like they're just terrific right now. There's plenty of heat coming in. Widely reported steam came on the under here in this one. And I'm still going to go over. I mean, we've already seen a huge move to the under. It's now down to there's 7.5s out there almost all over, and this is a game that opened up somewhat 8.5 under 25 a little bit. Mostly 8s, I guess, but I'm going to go over. Maybe the Dodgers just mash these Marlins right now. Morale is low. You do have Cabrera, who can be tough, certainly at any time for the Marlins. I mean, this guy's got pretty big talent, but got a 6 ERA right now. So what are you going to do? I mean, going up against Yamamoto, who look, the Dodgers brought Yamamoto in here to be, a serious starter, and maybe the expectations weren't there. But whatever the case may be, he's been awesome. 2.91 ERA, 1.91 ERA in his last 6 starts. Miami's gone over in 9 of their last 11 games on a world of unders here. Yamamoto's gone over in 4 of his last 7. Dodgers have gone under in 7 of their last 11. They've won 12 of 14. Miami's 5-12 on the road. That's a lot of stats. Cabrera, 6.52 ERA. Take the over the Dodgers and the Marlins here in this one. My Marlins team total under, Dodgers team total over maybe here. Maybe it'll be a blowout. Should be a blowout. I want to say hello to Glow Donato. Welcome, 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 Glow. Got a bottle there of either Hennessy or Chivas. You tell me. Thank you, Glow, for joining me today here. All right, here's the picks on the Dodger game. We're getting out of here. Thank you so much, everybody. Did we catch it all? Tennis today. I talked a little tennis. We talked a little soccer. Anything in Mexico tonight? Did I lose, Gerard? Did I lose my soccer guys here? Because I was thinking I might have a pick here. in Mexican soccer tonight. I'm going to take a little bit of an upset here. Give me Pachuca against America. If my guys aren't in here right now, I'm going to make a pick and take America tonight against Pachuca in Liga MX. There's also some U.S. Open Cup tonight if you're heading out to a game. I don't know why I said that. I don't think any of you are, but certainly, a cool tournament that certainly is a big deal here. So, all right, I think that's it. I was just going to try to see if I could get the line for the match here tonight. I'm going to take Pachuca here. They are playing at home against America. So everybody knows I'm not a big America fan. I know they're the best. All right, I'm not going to worry about it. Let's get out of here. Jeff giving out another play in the champions here. I gave out my play, and I'm going to have a premium, but I'll take Dortmund plus a goal and a quarter. All right, thanks, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody from the All-Star chat. And everybody here, head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all premium pick packages. Thanks so much, everybody. Thank you for joining me here on the Morning Steam. I'll be back here tomorrow. Any ideas, suggestions, slide into my DMs on Twitter, on social media there. On Tony's Picks Ramon, there I send out my videos. So you can subscribe to that feed on X, and I send out all my free pick videos there. And on Ramon Scott Media, you get more information from me, mostly on sports and other stuff. All right, for Tony'sPicks.com, I'm Ramon Scott.
Quarterback roles are easy to maintain, so get situated and listen to the picks, and it goes a little something like this.